very outspoken. We were actually in Morocco with him. And he actually spoke at a university, and he was talking about ESPN, he was talking about Disney, he was talking about social messaging and social networks and the programming that the subconscious mind takes in and all types of different stuff. You know, he's a very intelligent person, went to Berkeley. If they can't kill you, they'll kill your character.
For sure.
First, they start to say, okay, you're not that good of a player. Then they start to say, you're a cancer in the locker room.
You're a bad teammate.
Then they say, you're not focused. You got too many outside distractions. And then they start playing with your minutes and put you in questionable positions, have you guarding somebody that's 7'2". And it's like, oh, like, man, this happens in real time, man. Like, you know, I just hope that the brother, it don't happen to him. But you're starting to really see how these things play out in real time, because first, they snubbed him from the Olympic team after he won the NBA Finals MVP,
which was insane, bro.
And then put Jason Tatum on the team. They put Drew Holiday on the team. They put Jason Tatum on the team.
He definitely should have Drew. I like Drew a lot, but yeah. Oh, Derek White.
Come on, man.
And no, he was a bucket in that shit. But like, even we just talking star power.
That was the most disrespectful thing. You just won a championship. MVP. You're the MVP of the team, and they put players from your team on the Olympic team and don't put you on. That was the most disrespectful thing that I personally have ever seen.
Peace up, tribe. Peace up to the tribe, wherever you all might be in this beautiful upside down world. Top of the day, good afternoon and good evening. This is your brother Samal here for another segment, another episode here at the Artist Journal. If you're here for the first time, welcome to our platform that we are building out here in East Africa. We in the beautiful country of Kenya. This is a never-ending story, man. The treatment of our people in the Western Hemisphere is absolutely ridiculous, man. I don't care how much money you have. I don't care how many accolades you have, how intelligent you are. In matter of fact, that is absolutely the problem. If we rewind the hands of time, family, from a historical level, we would understand how great we are as a people. Period. Those who understand that in fact that we are descendants of this beautiful continent, Africa, and even if you don't agree with that, if you are more of the FBA paradigm, kudos to you. But even in that paradigm, we have so many achievements as Black/African people. We create this world, fam. I don't care what industry, what segment that you want to have a conversation about. We rise to the top in the area of science, in the area of math, engineering, art, sports, literature, like medical. We are the cream of the crop. So that in itself, because of who we are, even there, scientists say that we are the form of all things, that all humanity stems out of Africa. So it is because of our essence, our genius, our intellect, our prowess, our tenacity to be great, to be gods. Didn't it say that we was made in the image and likeness of God? So we would only produce that which is of God, right? If we was made in the image. So when you find the Jaylen Browns of the world, when you find the Kyrie Irvings of the world, You understand, these type of brothers that's unapologetic about being intelligent, being smart, managing their resources, their money, not flaunting and acting crazy. When you are a sharp, intelligent, sound black man, that system over there has a problem with you. Why? Because you're too smart. You can outthink the game that's before you. And they had a head start, right? You was born into this super consumer culture. But you took some time out to learn some things. This guy, Jaylen Brown, is a scholar at the highest level. Went to some of the most profound schools in America. His brother is sharp. If I'm not mistaken, speak multiple languages. Got a couple degrees. Excelled in the NBA. This brother is sharp. So they have problems with folks that functions outside of their mental paradigm. Yeah, I'll step in your paradigm and I will conquer it. I'll master it and go beyond. That is what the Western construct is afraid of. They understand that we had great empires all across this globe. They understand what ancient Kemet was about. Ancient Songhai, ancient Mali, Mansa Musa, richest man in recorded history, a young black man, a young African man at the age of 25. He was worth over $400 billion back then. So if you Google Forbes list, family, you're going to find Mansa Musa on there. This is not a mythological story. This is real life. But what kind of mind could acquire $400 billion almost 2,000 years ago? What kind of mind is that? When we talk about the Asantehene, when we talk about the Ashanti Empire that covered 40% of the African continent, and how they started to mine gold, and how gold was just in rivers and in river banks and just laying around, and how they didn't cherish it like the Western world cherishes it. You understand, these natural resources of cocoa, they flourished in an alkaline environment. They understood that back then that true wealth and riches was their culture. This is what the West is afraid of. You take Africa out of the picture, out of the paradigm, I'm talking about the world paradigm. If Africa right now closes its doors, the world will collapse. The world will collapse, family, and it won't take long. So when you have a Jaylen Brown, a Kyrie Irving, a Martin Luther King, a Malcolm X, a Steve Biko, a Kwame Nkrumah, Patrice Lumumba, a Ibrahim Traoré, these are single individuals. But what it is that they represent is that age-old African proverb. When the sleeping giant awakes, which is that elephant, the real king of the jungle, so-called jungle, is the elephant, which is synonymous to Africa. when the corruption ceases to be, and Africa and its people become the true priority. No longer the little trinkets that's dangled in front of our faces. When the people become Africa's true resource, then you will see us get back to the season and times where we was great. We will tap back into that ancient, rich history. Got to always remember, in the good book it says, seek ye the ancient paths, for in it is life. But it's gonna take some, what they call it, burning that late night candle. We got to do a lot of research, a lot of study. We have to lock arms. We got to be unified. Has to be a unified effort. And that, family, is the hardest part. Every other ethnic group, they understand the power in unity. And we have to get back to that, fam. I'm not going to hold you long. That QR code that you see on the screen, please tap it and support us by acquiring some art, some jewelry, or some merch. You see that Bob Marley in the background. This is a 31 by 47 all on canvas that I'm working on. It'll be 2 more days, it'll be ready. So we'll ship straight to your doorstep. Please look on our website. You can see the other art that we have for sale also. So I'm going to tune out right here. Appreciate you guys spending a little over 10 minutes with us today. I know that you could have been doing any other thing in this world, but you spent 10 minutes with us here at the Artist Journal. I'm going to tune out right here just to tune back in. Peace out.